Athletes, please.
Can you guys talk about Van Zandt? They said they've been going to him quite a bit down the stretch, the last 5 or 6 games. Is that something you guys have seen at all or expected?
Norris?
He just hit some big shots. Some of them, sometimes it was right in our guys' face, but he just stepped up and hit some big shots. We don't have any excuses for it. Of course, we were focusing on shutting down Mac and Howard, but we have no excuses. Everybody has their responsibilities on defense to defend, and he stepped up tonight and made big shots for Butler.
Norris, did you feel like as this game went along that it was kind of your type of game? I mean, in terms of your team, low turnovers, everybody kind of contributing, chipping in, and getting the free throw line.
We knew it was going to have to be a balanced game. Everyone was going to have to contribute. And towards the end, we was cutting the game down. We got down to like 4, lead down to 4 and 2 and 5. We kept it close in striking distance, but Van Zandt, he hit a couple threes to keep him in distance, and they got a couple offensive rebounds, which they ran more clock, which cut the game even down even further for us. But I did feel that we had a chance to win all the way down to the last seconds.
Questions?
How frustrating is it? They're tipping a lot of balls, a lot of offensive rebounds. Trey, it seems like loose balls, tip balls, everything seems to be just falling to them.
Oh, it was very frustrating, because we work on this every day at practice, just going at it, on the offensive rebound on both ends. And, for us not to come up with the loose balls, it was very frustrating. Because coach constantly, make that an issue for us. I mean, at the end of the day, they wanted more than us. Can't make no excuses. They're a good team all the way around. They play well together. So we gotta just take it on the chin.
Norris, was it difficult mentally too, just because we're battling from behind? They would stretch it out, you guys would come back and they'd stretch it out. Does that start to wear on you guys too as the game goes on?
That's frustrating, but the game is a game of runs. And I always felt, in the back of my mind, that we was gonna go on our run, and we would. And then all of a sudden, it'd be a 3, or it'd be an offensive rebound. So, we had our chances. I do feel that we had our chances to win the game.
A couple more for the student athletes.
Do you think the lack of fan presence was a factor in this game?
Fan presence.
Oh no, you can't blame that on the fans or anything like that. When you get out there between the lines, you can't think about the fans anyway. Of course, it's good when they're there, but you work in the gym and practice without fans. You work in the off season, do your extra work without fans, so that don't play a major role in the game like that.
Final question. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Take care, guys.
Coach, questions for Coach Waters.
Coach, you get a lot of free throws in the first half. It was like one of the things we were talking about yesterday was not getting in foul trouble. You weren't in foul trouble. I mean, a lot of stuff was in your favor going through the first half, at least in terms of some of those pressure points or negatives that you were talking about.
Well, but the one thing that wasn't, and what we do is we hold teams down defensive percentage, and we didn't do it. They shot 58% in the first half. And I went in at halftime and talked to the team and said, if they continue to shoot at this rate, it's impossible for us to win this game. And we did better in the second half. We did much better. We held them to 37, but when we, I thought we were right there. When we cut it to 2, that'd be about 2.5 minutes to go. They hit those 2 threes, and it just, it took all the wind, out of the sails. It just took it out, and that means that was meant for them to win that game. Am I disappointed? Yes, but the kids played hard. That's all I can say. They played hard. They played the heart out, and we wanted to go to the NCAA like everybody else wants to go to the NCAA. Only one or 2 teams get to do it. I hope they say all of a sudden how hard we play to give us a reprieve. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's tough. It's really tough for them, especially for a young man like Norris Cole. One of the things I really felt good about was Trey Harmon in the locker room, because we were talking about things after. And Trey came up and said, hey, we can't let Norris go out this way. This is his senior year, and he led us this far. We gotta continue this thing. you know, which I think is beautiful for him to say for Norris. Norris has had a fabulous year. You know, he's got a chance still in the John Wooden Award winner. I mean, still even got that. I mean, no, Bob Cousy Award. Still got a chance for that. I mean, this young man has done some fabulous things throughout this year. And you wish you could have put another tab on their NCAA. That would have been good for him.
Any particular rebound segment that plays back in your mind and just kind of typifies the game that you?
No, I mean, obviously we didn't rebound well, but when you cut the game in two, now you just got to execute. And we didn't execute defensively down that stretch, and that hurt us. You know, I think it was a 5-point lead, and they only had 9 seconds on the clock, and they still hit a field. And that's when you gotta play it. You gotta get up in them and play it, and we just didn't do it. I will say this, you know, we're gonna do it next year, and they know it too, because I got some guys that's gonna really want to do it. So